concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Michigan State's offense will take the field first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand. And Michigan State has heard that home a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're talking about ranking trophies.
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Child. A strike downfield. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop in the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get the edge on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They'll run the option. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Got it in the middle, it's Mark. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down.
Really?
Stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house.
flow through the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Spartans will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense set on first down. He'll try the left side. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll run it again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's March. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Childs. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He wants to throw it again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on it. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With the catch, it's Marsh. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fired in from the red zone for the score. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into half.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready.
Oh, he's fucking kidding me.
Interception. That's number 17 on the year. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why defensive line is the most athletic position on the field.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Morgan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Unloads it left. Found a seam. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the ground, it's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. from inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Childs. Fires it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped short at the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. It's a draw. Makes a man miss. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now breaks into the open. Quick step and go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that was way too easy for this offense. Defense is about leverage. It's about caging things and keeping it inside, not letting it get to the perimeter. They let that ball get outside with a guy that has speed. Next thing you know, first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Might be changing the route after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The old school toss play, huh? Literally just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
On the ground with the counter. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Touchdown, Wolverines. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pick up of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Trying play action. He'll pull it down. First down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
That is how it's...
Extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rival. There he goes! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Singleton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down.
No.
He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Morgan. Strong, firm tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not bowling the game with a turnover. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's McCray. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you could.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. He might want another play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They haven't gotten much done here. Third down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They believe they can run right here. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Morgan. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This thing has been back and forth. Now first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on third and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on 4th and goal. He'll sneak it. Touchdown, Michigan! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
They got it executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Childs. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Gonna swing it on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Now over the third and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're good, and I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you, and I'm going to run the football down the throat.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Into the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. As has been the case for the majority of